Your questions get answered, and you have the comfortable and high-quality experience you deserve. Call us or visit our website to schedule an appointment today. Prairie Rose Family Dentists. We are family.
Comes back the way down to Oproot, and Oproot sends it forward to Luck. Luck's got a 2-on-1 into the zone. Luck dropped it back. Morellington shoots. He scores! Oh, what a twisted wrister from Morelli. He made no doubt about it. Short-handed goal for the Magi. They lead 2-0.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust.
Like our convenient online banking.
Along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us. If your eyes...
Comes to set. He's all alone. Slam dunk.
Nice right-handed pass inside, step back Heinert, and she gets it to go.
It's time for North Dakota high school basketball on the PSP Network.
Gross crosses over, fake the pass, flips it up, scored, and he's fouled. Oh, what a nifty move there.
Now cutting into the lane is Lundy, but Fricky does it herself. Nice move by Maggie.
Here comes William Ware. He's going to go up and two-hand slam dunk. Took off from about 6 feet out, maybe 7, and just elevated the two-handed jam.
Now, let's go to the hardwood for this matchup's pregame show on the PSP Network.
There's a live look inside Leach Gymnasium at Shiloh Christian High School. A fantastic Class B boys basketball matchup on the air tonight on the PSP Network. Two teams that have been in and out of the Class B boys basketball poll this year. Two teams that play rugged schedules. It's the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks hosting the Beulah Miners. Hi again, basketball fans, alongside Chuck Clairmont, Todd Domries, into our cozy PSP Network broadcast booth. We welcome you tonight. So the friendly confines of Leach Gymnasium. Should be a great venue for basketball. And Chuck, two Class B powerhouses. You don't have to go too far in the last decade to see these teams making state tournament appearances, having success in their regions, and two good programs that Brad Miller and Jeremy Brandt have developed.
Yeah, take a look at Beulah Minor, TD. I mean, Beulah's made 3 of the last 4 state tournaments. Unfortunately for them, the one they did make was the COVID that they didn't get a chance to go to. So they've just been absolutely a great team in Region 7. Ultimately, last year they finished second in Region 7, so they didn't qualify for state for last year. And the first time in 3 years, but the previous 3 years they had made it to state. And then there's the Shiloh Skyhawks. Well, anybody in Region 5 knows that that's a team that has just been absolute dominant in that in the Region 5 area. They've made it to state 13 times in the last 20 years, including the last 4 straight. But the one thing they haven't had, TD, they have not won a state tournament, a state title. They got to the state title just a few years ago, a couple years ago, back in 2018 and 19, but they lost to Thompson in that championship game, and that was a loaded team. I mean, they had Macaulay Young, they had Trey Brunel, Kanan Fagerlin, big brother to Mike Fagerlin, they had Cole Wolf, they had Jaden Mitchell. I mean, they were loaded for bear, and we did a number of games on that with that team that year, and they were really good, and that was that obviously was their best team that they've had, and that was their best chance to win a state championship. So it's a team thirsting for a state championship. And Beulah, they got one back in 2012, but these teams have been to state a lot of times collectively. So this is going to be an absolute great game tonight, I got a feeling.
A great game, as long as we have our microphones off mute, and a great atmosphere. I think we're going to have a nice crowd here tonight in the capital city of Bismarck for this high-profile Class B boys basketball matchup. Our pregame rolls on from Leach Gymnasium. When we come back, we'll dig into more of the matchup. We'll give you our upcoming schedule on the PSP network, and we'll run through the latest Class B boys basketball poll. This one should be a dogfight tonight. Good to have you locked and loaded on the PSP network. We'll come back with more of the pregame. It's the Skyhawks and the Miners. More after this break on the PSP network.
At Prairie Rose Family Dentists, we treat our patients like family. We have 14 highly experienced dentists with incredibly caring dental teams. We have more locations, more services, and extended hours to make sure your dental needs get fulfilled, your questions get answered, and you have the comfortable and high-quality experience you deserve. Call us or visit our website to schedule an appointment today. Prairie Rose Family Dentists. We are family.
Back at Leach Gymnasium as we get set for this Class B boys basketball matchup. It's the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks and the Beulah Miners. Beulah receiving votes in the latest Class B boys basketball poll. They're 4-3 on the season. Shiloh Christian 5-2 on the campaign. And Chuck, let's talk about a couple of the particulars here for the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks. I'm going to change it up on you. We're going with Jay Wonzik. Okay, Jay Wonzik. The young man that you're seeing on your screen right now, the fellow that, he was a starter a season ago, Chuck, for Shiloh Christian, and big man, big body, and he's been developing an inside game to go along with an outside game. And so when you're 6'5", and you can tell me about this, right? You're a big guy, 6'5", that can step out and shoot threes. What a luxury it is for head coach Brad Miller to have a kid like Jay Wonzik that can play inside and outside and is a big physical presence for Shiloh Christian.
Yeah, he's all of 6'6", too, TD. I was standing with the team before they went on back in the kind of the right corner here to the right of the bleachers, and between him and Carter England, I mean, they made me look small, at least not weight necessarily, but in terms of height. They were definitely taller than me, and you read stuff, you watch some film on Jay Wonzik, and he's one of those guys, likes to face the basket. He can step out and shoot the three. Obviously learned from his brother Luke Wonzik, tremendous three-point shooter last year for the Shiloh Skyhawks. And when you got a guy like that that's versatile like that can go inside and outside, and you pair him up with a 6'7" Carter England, hey, that's a pretty good two-headed monster right there for the Shiloh Skyhawks.
Yeah, and that's the strength of Shiloh's team most definitely is Jay Wonzik's putting in 11 points and 8 rebounds a night, nearly a double-double. And so now we'll turn our attention. We'll talk about Trey Brandt as our player profiles continue. The returning first-team All-Stater. I mean, a kid that has done just about everything for the Beulah Miners is just an outstanding basketball player, Chuck.
Well, not just a basketball player. This is the part that you and I, Todd, can appreciate maybe more than some of the people recently is he's a four-sport athlete. I mean, this guy's a quarterback in football. He's a shortstop in baseball. I mean, he's a golfer. He's placed 13th in golf. And, hey, by the way, he's not a bad basketball player. 1,650-plus points, probably going to end his career with, I'm going to guess, 1,900 before it's all said and done. All-Stater last year. When you take a look at all the things, I mean, I would be shocked if his name wouldn't be one of those listed under Mr. Basketball candidate when you look at the end of the year. And so it's just one of those tremendous athletes that it's nice for us to get a chance to kind of split out and do a little Class B on occasion. And this is a kid and just a leader, okay? And his father as a coach, Yeah, his father's the head coach, and he's learned from his dad, no doubt about it. Watched some interviews of him. Very well spoken, very smart. I mean, just team-oriented kid. They talk about his passing. They're one of the best passers in North Dakota, and that's the key part of this kid, that not only can he shoot, he can pass, and he's very unselfish.
Yeah, and heading to Minot State, he's going to take his talents to play for the Beavers and follow in his dad's footsteps up there. And, hey, a 5-year player on the varsity, and you mentioned the number of points, has had buzzer beaters galore, too. I mean, he's just got a knack. He's got a feel. He got a great basketball IQ, and scoring in bunches again this year with almost 27 points a night for the returning first-team All-Stater, Trey Brandt. There's your player profiles as we close in on the tip-off here from Shiloh Christian High School's Leach Gymnasium. We'll take a break, and our pregame rolls on. We'll talk about the particulars of the matchup when we come back. It's Shiloh Christian hosting Beulah. More after this break on the PSP Network.
The North Dakota Safety Council is dedicated to preventing injuries and saving lives by offering hundreds of safety courses. The NDSC helps workers return home safely every night and make sure schools are ready for any emergency. Our first aid training and defensive driving courses help save lives. We empower people through personal protection courses and operational risk assessments for businesses. We're a private, nonprofit organization committed to making North Dakota's homes, schools, communities, workplaces, and roads the safest in the nation. Learn more at ndsc.org.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
In case you're wondering, while we're already on the air tonight at about 7:16 Central Time for a 7:30 tip-off, yeah, folks, this baby's going to get started early tonight. Just a few minutes left on the clock here as, yeah, this baby's rolling early. Is Shiloh Christian hosting Beulah in this Class B boys basketball matchup from Leach Gymnasium in Bismarck. Shiloh 5-2, Beulah 4-3. Shiloh, their losses to Minot Ryan and Kindred. Kindred's the number 2 team in the state. Beulah and Shiloh both play Murderers Row schedules, Chuck, as Beulah's been defeated by 4 wins Minnewacan, who's number 1, Enderlin, who's now number 4, and an up-and-coming Hazen team who also beat Bishop Ryan recently, so another Region 7 foe that just got the Beulah Miners a few days ago. But you got to give credit to Coach Brad Miller for Shiloh and Coach Jeremy Brandt for Beulah, of going out of their region, getting tough games, preparing their team for tournament play.
They've talked about that time and time again. We've interviewed Brad Miller a lot of times at that holiday tournament in Mandan, and he says, hey, I'm okay with it. It's not about the record. You know what, during the year, it's about getting our kids in position to be successful once we get to the state tournament or to the region, district and region. Obviously this year now, there's a super region for Shiloh that they haven't had before, and I like that. I think the kids like that too. Hey, nobody likes to go out and win by 50 points. All right, that's not doing your team any good, and so I really respect both Coach Brandt and Coach Miller in challenging your kids, and that's the beauty of what both these two teams do. And then it's nice to get a chance to play each other in these regions 5 and 7, and so who knows? Both these two teams could be making it to the state tournament. I mean, surely they're picked 1 in their regions respectively in the preseason power poll, so there's a good chance both these two teams could get to state. Now maybe Flasher might have something to say about it, and I'm sure you could reel off all the Region 7 teams that might have something to say about it too, but these two teams definitely are the top of those regions.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they would be the teams that are favored. The Hoopster had them that way, as being favored in their regions. You said Region 7. Obviously, Trinity always got a good ball club there.
Yep.
Bowman County's got a nice club this year that's been in the poll, and they're receiving votes right now. And then obviously in Region 5, you got an up-and-coming Standing Rock team who's going to make an appearance in the Class B poll next week. I guarantee it, with just one loss.
6-1, yeah.
Yeah, for the Standing Rock Warriors, and then obviously Flasher undefeated at 9-0, and they're number 5 in the most recent poll. So,
and they're a good basketball team. We saw them in the Mandan All-Day tournament. So I mentioned those guys for sure, that there's going to be a battle in that region, and we'll see what the other ones. Anxious to see how Standing Rock, when we start, you and I know I'm going to get an opportunity to do the regional tournaments, so it'll be fun to see that team play.
Here's our upcoming PSP schedule. As Monday night, we got Class B boys basketball action on the air again. Center Stanton at Wilton Wing. And next Tuesday, you got Legacy at Minot Hockey and Century at Minot girls basketball and Minot at Century boys basketball. So teams getting their final instructions here. And next up will be our national anthem break. Is this place going to be rowdy tonight, folks? It's going to be quiet? Not at all. It'll be loud and proud for the Skyhawks and a good contingent of Beulah Minor fans as well. So take a break, and we'll tip it off and have the starting lineups after this timeout on the PSP Network. Shiloh Christian hosting Beulah after this break on the PSP Network.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by BNC National Bank, Planning Team Financial, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, Bismarck LASIK, First Western Bank and Trust, Jobbers Moving and Storage, The Medicine Shop, Hub International Insurance, The Chuppy Clinic, and Prairie Rose Family Dentists.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
Thanks for buying some fruit.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Thank you, gentlemen. And now,
Todd Darmys, Chuck Clairmont, back at Shiloh Christian Skyhawks Gymnasium. That's Leeds Gymnasium, the capital city of Bismarck. Here's your starting lineups. First stop for the Beulah Miners at one guard, it'll be Jack Koppelsloan. He's a 5'10 junior. The other guard is the first-team All-Stater, Trey Brandt, averaging almost 28 points a game. First-team All-Stater, 6'1 senior Trey Brandt. Trapper Skalski is about 80% from an injury, and he's back in the lineup for the Miners. He's a 6-foot senior forward. The other forward is Trace Beauchamp. He's a 6'2 sophomore. Oh, they're going to start Taryn Larson tonight. Slight change of the starting lineup. Taryn Larson in the middle, the 6'3 senior. Check that junior. And the other forward is Brooks Vigasaw. He's a 6'3 junior for the Beulah Miners. Again, the Miners record 4-3. For Shiloh Christian, they'll start like this. Cole Blatsky is a senior starting point guard. The 5'11 senior. Mabahi Baker is the backcourt teammate of Cole Blatsky. One forward is 6'5 senior Isaac Herringer. The other forward is the 6'7 senior. We profiled him, Carter England. He's a 6'7 senior, and then you got the 6'5 junior Jay Wonzik. Both England and Wonzik are kind of doubles waiting to happen, Charlie.
Yeah, I mean, averaging 11 points and 8 points, 11 rebounds and 8 points a game, each of these guys. And really, we haven't really touched on a whole lot of keys, but I think one of the keys to is how the heck is Beulah going to match up with these bigs in England and Wonzik, right? And who is going to guard Trey Brandt on the other side? Who's going to follow him around?
Yeah, and Beulah doesn't have a whole lot of size once you get past Taryn Larson, so Bismarck officiating crew is ready, and the tip is controlled by the high-flying Carter England. Shiloh Christian with the first possession of the night. England high right side. Blotsky gives it off to Herringer, and Shiloh sets the offense. Man-to-man defense for the Beulah Miners. I'm going to go Bahi Baker. That's what they call him. That's short for Mabahi. Screen and roll. Herringer picks it up, hands it off Blotsky. Dissecting the lane, handoff England, point blank layup, good.
Just good drive by Cole Blotsky, drew that defense and a nice dump down to England. I thought we were going to get our first drop step dunk, TD.
And he can throw him down with the best of them,
Yeah.
Charlie.
I was watching him in warm-ups.
Yeah,
it was easy.
He's got some ups. Got a couple folks from BSC taking a look at Carter England tonight. Picking up his dribble is Larson. Pull-up shot, left side, Traperskulski knocking it down.
Well, it's good to see Traperskulski. I know he's not at full strength right now, Todd, but hey, even him at 80% or 90% strength is a big addition for the Beulah Miners.
Yeah, and he's a good athlete, a good multi-sport athlete. A lot of these kids are. 2-2 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Baker, Blotsky, Herringer sets for three. Yes!
Good quick ball movement across the top from Blotsky again. So 2 possessions, 2 assists for Blotsky, and the long 3 by Herringer.
Isaac Herringer buries his first triple of the night. 5-2, Shiloh Christian on top. The Beulah Miners in their blue unions, the yellow trim. They hand it off Trey Brandt. Quick help there by the Skyhawks. 20 to shoot for the Miners. Hesitation, dribble, drive, and Brandt right to the 10.
Yes, he just puts you to sleep on that rocker step, TD, and then he puts it in 4th gear immediately and blew right by the defense.
Yeah, nice play there. Trey Brandt's first 2 of the night. England, quick step on the baseline, rises, and he got hits. Slaps those hands together, does Carter England, but he'll go to the line and shoot a couple. Foul is going to be on the helping Jack Copplesloan.
You know, I read some stuff on England, talked to some people about him too, and I mean, they talk about how athletic this kid is and what different he can guard 1 through 5. And one thing I like about him too, you'll take a look at him, TD, he's been in the weight room.
Yep.
This kid has worked on his strength. And one thing that coaches told him is, hey, you're going to need to get that step back, that outside shot. And he's talked about working on his three-pointer and 15-foot out range this year.
Knocks down 2 good-looking free throws there, does the aforementioned Carter England. Shiloh leads 7-4. Just underway here, first quarter action. Leach Gymnasium from Shiloh Christian. Trey Brandt driving baseline, fires it cross court. Copplesloan, Skalski up top. And you're going to get a legal screen.
Screen up high by Taryn Larson as Skalski tried to use that screen.
Miners call Copplesloan, that's his second.
Well, they called it on Copplesloan?
Jack Copplesloan picks up his second. Baker back for Shiloh Christian. 28-foot line, picks it up. Wonzik looks high-low. He gets it in there. Kick out Baker for 3. Right wing, nope, wide left. Weak side rebound kept alive, and it's cleared and set up by England. Blotsky secured that offensive rebound. Here's a cross screen, and there's England drop stepping, jump hooking, nice play.
I like how they reverse the basketball and they get the old-fashioned guy on the block. TD, nice job of the right-handed jump hookies. He recognized where the defense was.
Brandt on a handoff to Skalski, now to Vigasa. Brooks sets the offense. They clear out a side. Shot fakes, steps through. Copplesloan, right side, quick trigger 3, too strong. Airbank that. Wonzik clears the rebound, gets it off to Baker. Here comes Shiloh Christian leading 9-5 with the Skyhawks. Your BNC National Bank scoreboard. England looking for a post up against Vigasa. Screen and roll up top. Blotsky. Good man-to-man defense there. A quick feet by Traperskulski. Blotsky from the right wing. He just stops and pops. Nope, too strong. Weak side block out, no good, as that's a putback for Bahi Baker.
Copplesloan tried to, TD, but couldn't get him boxed out. Just good hustle. And they're going to call technical on 3 White. So I don't know if he was taunting maybe potentially Todd as the Baker made the putback, the rebound putback, and he must have been talking to the taunting. He's in shock. So is Coach Brad Miller. And he's kind of walked back and said, okay. And we've had these officials, TD. It is, you keep your mouth shut, you keep it zipped, or you're going to get tapped.
Yep. Thought we were going to have a Hub International Insurance timeout there. I thought Beulah was calling timeout down 11-4, but instead you get the tee. I wonder if it was the thing that I really like when you show the bicep after you get an offensive rebound. Because if that's what it is, they should tee him up every time. I didn't see it. I didn't hear it obviously either. But as Trey Brandt buries both of those free throws off the tee, that's the last thing you want to do is see him have a couple more go through.
Low point total of the season, 22 against Des Lacs. High point, 31 against Rugby. So pretty consistent for Brandt.
That's very consistent. 11-6 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Shiloh on top. Substitutions are on. Michael Fagerland's checked in. Caden England's checked in. Wilkinson's on also as a pull-up there by Vigasa, no good. Rebound yanked out of there by the Shiloh Christian Carter England. Kyler Klein is also on for the Skyhawks. Caden England gives it off to Klein. Straight away, they look high-low. They can't get it in to Atticus Wilkinson. Now Caden England sets the offense. Dribble entry on the left side. High post Carter England. England skips it to Klein. Back to Fagerland. Back to Caden England. The freshman crossing over. Now Klein has to crank up a three to beat the shot clock. Bingo!
Again, didn't panic, right? The shot clock was going down, Todd. He got himself in good position. When he accepted the pass, he was ready to shoot it.
Shiloh shooting the lights out here in the first quarter on their home court. Kick out Vigasa for three. No, off the back iron. Rebound cleared out of there by Caden England. Now you get a reach-in foul on Trace Beauchamp, who just checked into the game. Well, I like the energy in the start here for Shiloh Christian.
Yeah, and already getting some guys through. That's nice early in the first quarter. If you can already get three different guys off the bench to get some minutes, especially in a big game like this, get that blood pumping.
England posting up, scoring.
Nice strong move by England. Drop step to the baseline, went up hard with two hands in the finish. I like this kid.
He's got 8. Step back three for Brandt. That was partially blocked. And a rebound pulled out there by Beauchamp, but he's going to be fouled there by Caden England.
One thing that Beulah, kind of slow starters too. You look back to one of their games they played earlier this year. They were down to Hazen deep, 25 points, I think, by end of three quarters. They came all the way back to 2, but I don't think you can get behind this team by that much.
Oh, there's a good move there by Taryn Larson, but he shuffles the puppies. Turnover Beulah.
Yeah, nice jump stop, but by the time he waited for the high flyers to go away, he shuffled the feet.
Shiloh is a really deep team, Chuck. You will see them play 10, 11, 12 guys most nights. Carter England surveys from the top of the key. And he carried the basketball.
That's good hustle or good tough defense by Trapper Skolsky forcing that turnover. When you got a small guy guarding you like that, Todd, and you're 6'7", I mean, clearly he wants you to put the ball on the floor from 30 feet away. That's reverse it, get yourself on the block.
10-point lead. Little set play back screen. Trey Brandt, floater from the baseline, no good. Almost a tip by Skulsey, but it's cleared by Carter England. 2:15 to play first quarter action here from Shiloh Christian. Skyhawks on top by 10. Caden England near the timeline, still has the bounce. Now he's going to drive in, draw contact, flip it up, count it, and one.
Taryn Larson, TD, if he wouldn't have turned, I think he'd have been okay, but good recognition by England as he lost his dribble at half court, picked it up, and all of a sudden everything just opened up. He just attacked, went right at Taryn Larson. Larson turned his body, and then, boy, good body control by Caden England. Somehow, I don't think he saw the basket when he threw that one up.
Well, he's been shooting over Carter England in the driveway for a couple years, I'm sure.
So, yeah, Caden, he's hoping he's going to grow. He's at 6 foot, and Big Brother's at 6'7".
Hey, but Caden England is as athletic, at least as a freshman, as Carter certainly was. Big first quarter here brewing for Shiloh Christian. 19-6 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Skyhawks dug in on the defensive end. Skalski, left wing jumper, no good. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Taryn Larson. It'll be Shiloh basketball.
Hey, that's one thing, too. There's a missed shot. Every time I've been watching, Todd, it's been 3 white jerseys from Shiloh around that half arc and no blue jerseys inside of it.
Shiloh looking high-low. Wonzik now to Herringer. Open for three. He cranks. Too strong. Rebound. They're battling. And who's that going against?
I think they might call it on England. Nope. Oh, I think the one. Okay. Yeah, okay, called it from Larson coming from behind. Second personal foul. As Trapper was hoping it would have been on England over his back, which he was. But the problem is, he's only 6 foot, and England goes 6'7" and can jump really high.
England going up against Brandt, shooting short, rebound, weak side, pulled out of there by Skalski. Well, Beulah already had to contend with the Twin Towers of Enderlin, so they know how to play against some height, but we'll see how that works out tonight as Shiloh Christian on top 19-6. Beauchamp drives down the left side of the lane, flips it up, wild shot, England, another rebound.
Too much one-on-one stuff, TD. Move the basketball.
Gives it out to Cole Blatsky. Now to Caden England. Oh, that might be a turnover. There goes Trey Brandt. One-on-one to the rim, layup left hand. Oh, he missed it. Good hustle there by Isaac Herringer. Just didn't make that an easy layup. 40 seconds to play first quarter. Shiloh Christian with a big offensive burst here. As folks, this is only a team that averages about 58 points a game. Caden England gives it off to Carter England, and he shuffled the puppies.
Yeah, he was kind of awkwardly placed when he was got Gremlins beat TD.
Yeah.
Here we are. As when he caught the basketball, he was facing away, and it just kind of an awkward pivot. Second turnover for the Skyhawks. Need a hoop. Beulah needs one, yeah.
19-6. Klein's going to pick up Trey Brandt. Skalski comes top of the key. Denying Brandt. Now he backs doors. Pulls up deep. Three left wing. Too strong. Airbanked it. Here comes Caden England. Bounce pass off the hands of Kyler Klein. That'll be a turnover on Shiloh Christian.
Klein wanted it earlier, TD, as he had broke out, but they had Brandt trailing a little bit, and he just kind of waited just too long to get that pass to him.
2 seconds to play here in the quarter. Desperation heave by Vigasa. And the first quarter from Shiloh is in the books, and that's a big first stanza for the Skyhawks from Shiloh Christian. Second quarter is next at the end of one. BNC National Bank scoreboard. It's Shiloh 19 and Beulah 6.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
Like our convenient online banking.
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zzz, zzz?
I think your quash later valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance? If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Purchase 4 eligible Firestone tires and receive up to $120 in a prepaid Visa gift card. Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
In action, starting the second quarter while we were away. Mabahi Baker gets a steal, unforced turnover there by the Beulah Miners. Beulah's just out of sorts here. I'm going to have to credit the Shiloh defense as Beauchamp has it in the corner. Skalski. Champ Hedich is on. Now to Beauchamp. Handoff Skalski. Pulling up, contested shot off the side of the backboard. Wow.
Yeah, when you turn and square up and you got 6'7" on you, you don't see anything. It's called the eclipse.
Yeah.
He just threw a two-handed overhead prayer that didn't get answered.
Shiloh is known as a half-court defensive team, and they have got that thing dialed in right now. High screen and roll. Fagerlund turns the corner to the baseline, and he loses the handle. It's going to be out of bounds to Beulah.
Michael Fagerlund, sophomore, but all-state in football, TD. It's just talk about a tough kid. Running back as well for the Skyhawks.
Threw a little no-hitter to
get not a bad baseball player either, right?
Get the Bismarck 15s to the World Series in the Midwest Plains Regional Championship. Now you get a takeaway. Kyler Klein, lost the handle, and he turned it over right back. Now you get a high school hideout, and going up and shooting and missing was Beauchamp. That's 6-7 again.
That's, to me, those high school hideouts bug me. You know they do. So, justice.
Skip in the corner. Baker probing, and he's hit from behind, I think, as he leaned in and drew contact. So Bahi Baker picks up a couple free throws off the foul by Champ Hedich.
I like Baker's game, Todd. He's got that herky-jerky quickness to him. The one thing is I'm doing some research on this kid. Hey, he's a pretty successful powwow dancer back in the day, and we knew one of those that wasn't a bad basketball player, and Rusty Gillette, right?
and Rusty would tell me all the time, he says, hey, TD, you should take up grass dancing. And I'm like, I'm going to take up grass dancing? He says, yeah, it keeps you in great shape. It's like cardiovascular work.
I bet it is.
I'm telling you right now that it doesn't hurt Mabahi Baker at all.
No, he's just smooth.
Yep. He's got 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 22-6, a huge first half brewing here for Shiloh Christian. Handoff Hedich. Skalski now high right side. Back to Vigasa. They're denying Trey Brandt wherever he goes. Skalski skips it left side, Beauchamp. Back to Trapper. Back door, there goes a left-handed layup for Trey Brandt.
Brandt just keeps moving fluidly, and nice backdoor cut by Trey Brandt and a delivery by Skalski.
22-8, double team on the post, and it's taken away. Vigasa saves it, and here comes Beulah. Trey Brandt hesitating, driving, scooping. Ooh, he almost got that to go, but he got hit on the way in. There's a little hesitation, dribble drive again, Charlie.
That is quick. I mean, I was talking to kids about him, people about him, and they were saying that he wasn't necessarily fast, but I don't know. I disagree. Yeah. He has got another level of quickness to him.
He's got that rocker step that just kind of boom, and then all of a sudden he's India and he's by you.
Going to Minot State, where his father played basketball, I think, after a little JUCO action.
Absolutely. Trey Brandt, nothing but nylon on those 2 free throws, makes it 22-10.
So Newberg, let's see, he's 50. You must have played around the time when Jeremy was playing, right?
Just a little bit younger than me, yep.
Okay.
Oh, nice cut from the weak side. Herringer, too strong. Trey Brandt rebounds. Beulah's got a couple 2-3 stops here. Let's see if they can get the offense cranked in. Handoff between Brandt and Skalski. Hedich, there he goes, layup. No, too strong. Tip up, nice play. Trapper Skalski.
Comes from the weak side. That missed layup, but Skalski, a couple times now we've seen him on the attempted finish.
22-12, down to a 10-point lead. Beulah seems like the kind of team that is getting down early is not going to phase them too much.
No. When you got a scorer that can score in bunches.
And they force another turnover. Here comes Trapper Skalski. Gives it to Trey Brandt. Little screen and roll developing here. Brandt rejects the high screen, and he pulls up and buries it from the right wing.
Shows his mid-range jumper. 3-level guy, can finish at the rim and surely pull up from 15 as well.
Brandt's got 10 of Beulah's 14. Baker almost traveled, and now a rebound going to be tied up. No, it's going to be a foul on Jay Wonzik.
Your Coach Miller, though, you're okay with that one as he came from the weak side and tried to get the backside rebound. Well, that's a head of hair, TD.
That's the style nowadays.
Yeah, I know it is. We saw that from Andrew Langang last night as he showed up for the Legacy Century game.
Yep.
Similar look. Probably the same barber.
Nice little second quarter here for Beulah. Oh, nice backside screen there. Skalski lost the handle. Beauchamp, right side of the lane. Left side of the lane, check that. Skalski gets a screen, pulls up, 15-footer, no good. Quick, fast break up to Kyler Klein. And now he retreats and gives it between the rings to Mabahi Baker. Back up top to Klein. Thought about it. Goes to the left elbow, back to Baker. Screen and roll up top. Baker crossing over, leaving it. Wonzik. Oh, and he missed the bunny.
That was quite the delivery, but the opposite of the finish.
Screen and roll, and now Trey Brandt weaving and slithering through the defense.
Going by 4 different white jerseys. The blow by, that's going to be the call. I mean, it's like constant, right?
Yep.
Man, he's quick.
Likes going to his left, too. Here's Wonzik. Just as we alluded to in the pregame, he can knock down threes, and he did just that.
Oh, it was too close, Todd. That last one.
Yep.
2-footer goes back out to the 22-footer.
Brandt through the defense, double pump, missed it. Rebound. Oh, Blotsky had his pocket picked. Nice play there by Beauchamp. Skalski gives it on the handoff to Brandt. Now the double team comes up to Trapper Skalski. And what happens?
Got scratched, maybe? Oh, he's got his elbow that's got blood on it.
Yep, so he's got to come off.
Somebody's got some long fingernails, TD. Probably holding them, doing everything else, right? Isn't that kind of the old, that's the old man thing. Hey, get my fingers, grow them out, go those fingernails out, grab them by the elbow a little bit.
It happened to me a couple times, and usually I would say to the official, I'd be like, man, I got blood on me, and I haven't been to the free throw line at all. How does that happen?
I thought if I'm bleeding, I should get something.
You can't say no blood, no foul. I mean, come on.
Exactly.
So as now the officials will have a little zebra convention here right in front of our vantage point.
Yeah, what would they change? I mean, clearly it was Beulah's basketball, right?
Yeah. I think maybe they're discussing shot clock. Hey, good to see our new PSP colleague, Perry Hansen of the Hoopster, in the house.
I thought Joe Cattell talked about potentially coming tonight too. I know he's listening.
Oh, there's a return to center. Oh, this could be fun if he can set it up. Yes! Two-hand slam dunk.
And then he spins in the air, TD, and gives a fist pump as he's coming down.
Carter England into double figures with 10. How about the block shot starting the play?
Yeah, that could be right there, TD. Make that note.
Beauchamp, oh, nice backdoor play.
That's what you got to do because Shadow's playing that tough, aggressive man-to-man defense, and if you're overplaying, you got to go to the back door.
Klein gets it in England against the double team. Now Carter Klein straight away. Kyler Klein, beg your pardon. And Jeremy Brandt asks for and receives a timeout. A Hubbard National Insurance timeout. They're located on Boulder Ridge Road in North Bismarck. We break. 1:52 to play, first half. BNC National Bank scoreboard, it is Shiloh 27, Beulah 18.
If your eyes could talk, they'd tell you life is better with LASIK. No more reaching for your glasses. No more dry eye from overwearing your contact lenses. Right now, Bismarck LASIK is offering free consultations for LASIK procedures. Break free from the daily hassles and expenses of glasses and contacts. Life is clearly better. Book your free consultation today with Bismarck LASIK and see the difference. Call 222-2020 or schedule online at bismarcklasik.com.
Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you in part by the Medicine Shop of Bismarck. Proud to support local athletes. Get your flu shot today at the Medicine Shop. Today's game also brought to you in part by Chuppy Clinic of Bismarck. You can find them online at chuppy.com. BNC Bank scoreboard with under 2 minutes to play first half. It's 27-18, a 9-point lead for Shiloh Christian. Taryn Larson off to Hedich, now to Beauchamp. Shiloh student section getting engaged. Working on that defense, are they? Beauchamp fading from the baseline, no good. England tips a rebound, saved nicely there by Atticus Wilkinson. Fastball up ahead, and the ball is tipped off of Kyler Klein, and let's see.
I'm not so sure Klein didn't hit it, but I know for sure Skalski hit it. And we'll see what the official's going to say. They're going to go to the replay. We don't have that yet, TD. That's the next. Nope. That's PSP version 2, maybe next year.
I love Shiloh there. They tried to just go stand by the official, like, okay, we're just going to trick them into giving us the basketball.
Fooled me.
Yep. I thought the Zebras had gotten together and said, wait a minute, this is going to be Beulah basketball, but then Shiloh tried to pull a fast one. Those darn Skyhawks. Still a 9-point lead for Shiloh Christian. Been man-to-man both teams throughout. There's a quick first step. Hedich couldn't finish it. Kept alive, and it's off of Shiloh Christian.
Now they reset the shot clock. I'm not sure I guess maybe that's okay. So it's, one thing, I do like the shot clock from Class B, TD.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is going to be a low-scoring game regardless if we have a shot clock or not. Trey Brandt fading from 18, and he got hit in his arm.
Yeah, I think he's got tapped in that elbow, and Kyler Klein still hasn't committed a foul or tapped it out of bounds yet. He's doing a pretty good job guarding Brandt, though. I mean, they're rotating. Herringer's getting some minutes. Klein's getting some minutes. Michael Fagerlund got a little bit.
Trey Brandt at the free throw line, knocks that one down.
He's got 13 points.
Jay Wonzik back on for Shiloh.
I had to look at that again to say, does he really have that many points? It's just,
it's quiet.
It is.
Yeah, got a lot of from the line. He had to work hard, a couple back cuts. Hey fans, tonight's game also brought to you by Tires Plus. When you're shopping for tires, shop Tires Plus. Visit them online at TiresPlusND.com. Brandt's got her stuck on automatic from the free throw line. 6 for 6 in the first half. It's down to a 7-point lead for Shiloh. 45 seconds to play. There's Kyler Klein right to the rim.
Nice dribble. Split the defense of two guys, and then nobody came from the weak side help. Nice finish with that left hand.
It's a nice mix that Shiloh's got. They got athletic guards. They got bigs that can play. Shot fake. Oh, he might have shuffled the puppies, though. No, he counted it.
If they're going to say he got hit from behind as Bahi Baker came, kind of tapped at his back a little bit. Good finish by Trace Beauchamp.
Thought I saw a little bunny hop in the pea patch there.
Yeah, I think so too.
But maybe the foul was before it.
You've been reading the calls by. That's
Chick Hearn.
Right, Chick Hearn call right there.
That's one of my favorite announcers of all time. Attacking is Blotsky. Nice play, drawing contact. Little transition opportunity there for Shiloh off of a missed free throw.
And when they turned, it was the turn and burn, and he went right at him, Blotsky. Just no fear in his eyes at all. And I think Brandt was trying to come across from the weak side and get himself set, but just a good, strong finish by Blotsky.
First point of the night for Cole Blotsky, the starting guard for Shiloh Christian.
So that's 7th foul, really probably isn't going to matter, as both teams will be in the bonus if somebody fouls before the end of this half.
12 seconds to play in the first half. Trey Brandt just going to clear it out. Oh, he crosses over, gets around the defense, pulls up, no. Rebound, high for it is England. Tries to get it to his brother Caden, and that's the way the first half will end. Well, Beulah had a better offensive rhythm there in the first half, in the second quarter of that first half, but it still is a 9-point advantage for Shiloh Christian here at halftime. Halftime activities are next. Good to have you on the PSP network tonight. Good to have John Haugen running our camera this evening, doing a great job for us here on the PSP network. At the break, BNC Bank scoreboard, this Class B boys basketball matchup between Region 7 Beulah and Region 5 Shiloh Christian. It's in favor of Shiloh Christian. 31-22 your score at halftime. Back with our halftime activities after this break on the PSP network.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know. Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash later valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free. to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by BNC National Bank, Planning Team Financial, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, Bismarck LASIK, First Western Bank and Trust, Jobbers Moving and Storage, The Medicine Shop, Hub International Insurance, The Chuppy Clinic, and Prairie Rose Family Dentists.
Got that awkward silence in the gymnasium right now because you got your halftime entertainment ready to go, but they can't get the music going. Oh, now they got it going.
Is it going?
It's very faint.
Somebody should turn that up.
I feel like we
shouldn't be talking so loud. How about that first half, Todd? It was pretty good. Are we like golf announcers?
He's got a 12-footer. It's a devilish putt. Todd Darmers, Chuck Clairmont back at Leach Gymnasium. Shiloh Christian, the venue tonight, is a good first half there for the homestanding Shiloh Skyhawks. 31-22, they lead at the break. And, hey, the balance, the depth, the defense, I think all three of those things combined to propel Shiloh to have a 9-point lead here at halftime.
Yeah, playing 8 guys in the first half and kind of mixing everybody in and out. Only guy not to score is Michael Fagerlin, and obviously he had some contributions playing defense and whatnot. So, yeah, I like it that you can tell. That's why Shiloh's a good basketball team, is because, on the Class B level, when you only have, 50 to 100 kids maybe going to your high school, maybe a couple hundred at the most, that you need to have depth. And I know Coach Brad Miller talked about that in his preseason stuff, and got 34 kids go out. A couple kids quit, and, but when you got that amount to select from, it's a good problem to have for that matter. And I know their JV team was talking to somebody before the game, and he said, hey, you don't see too many times see a good JV in Class B, but Shiloh had a good quality JV program. Coach Brad Miller said, their JV as well as they call it their C team, which is freshmen and some sophomore. They play a lot of Class A kids, teams. To, he said 5, 6, 7, 8 games a year, and he said it's really good competition that helps these kids, get ready for whether it's JV or varsity eventually.
Yep. Yeah, I've seen it the last few years playing sub-varsity basketball and having a kid playing for Century. We came over to Shiloh, and you play their JV team, and you're like, whoa, these guys are legit. I mean, they were taking it to the sophomore A teams and those other teams that, and a lot of these same kids were on the court there, so they get a lot of time and gets them ready for varsity basketball in a hurry. So a good thing going here for Brad Miller, the 6th-year head coach. And but you got to give a tip of the cap to Mike Dwyer too. He was the one who kind of set Shiloh Christian on their way and had a lot of early success. And boy, the last couple decades have been just phenomenal for Shiloh Christian.
And it's just nice to talk to coaches like that too. We've been really blessed that coaches appreciate what we're bringing to the table, and that that we're doing this because we really care about the kids, and so they're giving us a ton of time. And I remember Dwyer; he was just so good to us all the time.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
And Brad Miller is equally as good.
Yep, absolutely. All right, that's our break here at halftime. We'll come back and dig into the numbers from the first half. 31-22, a 9-point lead for Shiloh Christian at the break. Halftime rolls on after this timeout on the PSP Network.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by BNC National Bank, Planning Team Financial, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, Bismarck LASIK, First Western Bank and Trust, Jobbers Moving and Storage, The Medicine Shop, Hub International Insurance, The Chuppy Clinic, and Prairie Rose Family Dentists.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
Like our convenient online banking.
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Reminder, after the game, we'll have our post-game show brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors. They're helping clients work towards financial freedom. Good to have the good folks at Planning Team Financial Advisors bringing our post-game after all of our PSP Network broadcasts. All right, Chuck here. Shiloh Christian leads by 9 at halftime. Let's dig into the numbers for the first half.
All right, for the Beulah Miners, just 3 guys in the scoring column, led by the 14 of Trey Brandt. He had 4 in the first quarter and 10 in the second quarter. As Todd mentioned, he's perfect from the free throw line, 6 for 6, and then has 4 other field goals. Trey Beauchamp, 4 points in the second quarter, and then Trapper Skolsky, the only other one to score, as he has 2 buckets for his 4 points, totaling 22 for the Beulah Miners. For the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks, Carter England, great first half for him. 10 points and easily about 5 boards, probably a couple block shots, and a big dunk. 2 for 2 from the free throw line and 4 other field goals. 5 for Bahi Baker, as he was 1 for 2 from the free throw line and 2 field goals. 3 for Caden England, Isaac Herringer, and Jay Wonzik, all from threes. And then Kyler Klein had a 3 and a 2 for his 5 points, and Cole Blotsky had 2 for 2 from the free throw line for his 2 points. They had 19. It was 19-6 after the first quarter, and then Shiloh came back and outscored Shiloh 16-12 in that second quarter. So at halftime, TD, we're 31-22. Shiloh leads the Beulah Miners.
Yeah, you look and see how many guys scored for Shiloh Christian, and Beulah, they got to get some more guys contributing. Just 3 guys in the scoring column, so that's a key to the second half, I think, for the Beulah Miners. Hey, fans, tonight's game also brought to you in part by Tires Plus. All the tires under one roof. There's service after the sale with the Tires Plus plan. Visit them online at TiresPlusND.com. Second half comes up next. At halftime, BNC National Bank scoreboard at Shiloh 31, Beulah 22. Third quarter action from Leach Gymnasium after this break on the PSP Network.
At Prairie Rose Family Dentists, we treat our patients like family. We have 14 highly experienced dentists with incredibly caring dental teams. We have more locations, more services, and extended hours to make sure your dental needs get fulfilled, your questions get answered, and you have the comfortable and high-quality experience you deserve. Call us or visit our website to schedule an appointment today. Prairie Rose Family Dentists. We are family.
Here we go, getting set for the second half of play, third quarter action. Beulah's going to send out Trapper Skalski, Trey Brandt, Brooks Vigasa, Trace Beauchamp.
The 2 guys, TD, in front of us with these big pork chop. I'm thinking, who do they look like from Beulah? Well, you called it. The head coach.
The Riverboat Gambler.
Riverboat Gambler. Coach Dooley.
Jim Dooley, yeah.
Hopefully he's listening. I didn't see him here tonight. But, man, these guys, they got to be related.
Shiloh's lineup as they get it deep right down low to Carter England, and he's got 2 more.
I like it. Right out at halftime, we're going to get the basketball inside to England, let him do his work, and 12 points now for England.
Same starting lineup as Shiloh had is Cole Blotsky, Bahi Baker, Isaac Herringer, Jay Wonzik, and Carter England. Brandt skipping in the lane. Kick out right side. Beauchamp for 3. Nope, too strong. Baker with a long rebound. Here comes Shiloh. Baker's got good handles, huh? Good-looking point guard is attacking his Blotsky, and he got bumped on the way in. Trace Beauchamp pick up that personal, and that's going to send Cole Blotsky to the line.
I like what the official did, Todd. I mean, there was contact early, but he kind of let it go, and then when when Beauchamp did not disengage to him, official's like, okay, I got to call that one. It's definitely, you dislodged him. He was going to the basket.
Cole Blotsky knocks down that free throw, the 6'1 senior. Fans after the game will have the Jobbers Move of the game, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. They can help you move across town or across the country. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com.
It's going to be like a hunting dog. You have to let Beulah out of being off the bus before kind of get them going for between start the game and second half as slow starters.
Brandt pulls up straight away. 3. Oh, Heartbreak Hotel. Halfway down and spun out of there. Baker looks for a sidelines fast break and searches the lane, shoots a layup and knocks it down.
Well, these rims are soft. Great move by Bahi Baker. Weaved his way right between all the Beulah Minor defenders.
Trey Brandt right to the rim, and he got hit. There's that little hesitation again. He just understands the dynamics of the layout of the court, and nobody on the help side defense that time, so just sets it up, takes his guy off the bounce, and gets to the line.
You know, and he kind of lifts, he comes up in the air a little bit, and then it's like, you know, he gets you that on your heels. Did he just miss one?
Yep, missed that first free throw.
Everybody from Beulah just went,
He's got that bandage, or he's got that wrap on his right elbow. It's messing up his shot.
Probably is.
I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't like it, though, if I was a shooter, you know?
Yeah.
Notice I said if I was a shooter.
Blotsky from the left wing. Wonzik straight away. Pulls. Yes, from downtown.
Well, he's showing Beulah that he can score from the outside. You cannot leave him open from the top of the key.
17-point lead here in the third quarter, and a timeout for Beulah. A Hub International Insurance timeout on the court. Contact your local Hub agents, Leif Olson, Josh Cattell, and Michael Borman for your commercial and personal insurance needs. 40-23 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Shiloh on top. Back after this break on the PSP Network.
The best part about working at BNC National Bank is developing relationships.
I love working with people.
We've been here for over 25 years.
We've grown just like our communities we're in.
But we still have that personal connection with our customers.
And that's why we can find the best solutions for them.
It feels great seeing projects around the community and knowing we're a small part of making that happen.
We're helping people buy their first homes.
Plan for the future.
From startups to big business.
We're part of the community.
And we're proud of it.
Yours truly, BNC.
If your eyes could talk, they'd tell you life is better with LASIK. No more reaching for your glasses. No more dry eye from overwearing your contact lenses. Right now, Bismarck LASIK is offering free consultations for LASIK procedures. Break free from the daily hassles and expenses of glasses and contacts. Life is clearly better. Book your free consultation today with Bismarck LASIK and see the difference. Call 222-2020.
The Beulah Miners out of the Coach Brandt timeout. Three guys, they're going for a shot fake. Champ Heddick's going to go to the line.
It's one thing that Shiloh, they got leapers, and the eyebrow fake sometimes works.
Champ, the 6'2 sophomore. Boy, anybody that's familiar with youth golf in the area has heard the name Champ Heddick. Accomplished junior golfer, third place in Region 5. Got his team to the state tournament along with Trey Brandt, the top 10 finishers in the region. Champ's been in a lot of Dakota Junior golf events, I can tell you that much, and he's a solid golfer.
So Brandt finished 13th. I didn't look where Heddick finished.
I didn't look at the state. I was looking at the region.
Okay.
Yep. 40-24 as Heddick gets 1 of 2. Blotsky at the baseline. Right wing now to Herringer. Isaac. Caden England's on, who has it between the rings. Now dribbling into the left wing. Top of the key, Carter England. Drives left. Drops it down low. Wonzik, point blank range. No! He's fouled. It's spun out, but he almost had a chance for an and one. Little high-low action, and the Shiloh's getting a lot of mileage out of that play tonight.
Yeah, they've had some guys open earlier, too, that I was kind of wondering if England was going to just lob it down to Wonzik, because he had done a good job of getting position inside, being overplayed and calling for the basketball. Got it there and just could not get that and one to go. He's got some skis on him, TD.
Jay Wonzik knocks down that first free throw. 6'6" junior, buries them both. 42-24. Another slow start to a half for the Beulah Miners. Trey Brandt gets a high screen. Open. Beauchamp, not a Koppel-Sloan. High screen and roll. Trace Beauchamp, not a Skalski. Koppel-Sloan catch and shoot. Yes! Corner pocket three ball is down.
Well, that was a good quick release, too, by Koppel-Sloan. 9th three-pointer in the season. Got to that baseline.
Jack Koppel-Sloan.
Did I call it Stone?
As he gets a three, and on the other end, you get an illegal screen. That's going to go against Isaac Herringer. Nope, Carter England, beg your pardon. I was dyslexic there.
Hey, I
saw 2 and 1.
I had 12 on there too, TD.
Yeah, I did too.
I guess we're looking at it. Well, he had the one on that side, you know.
We're going to have to replay that. Now you make a shot, and you got to come out in a quick closeout for Koppel-Sloan, and Michael Fagerland's going to bang into him as Shiloh's got that second unit in here now. He's got Michael Fagerland, Caden England, and Kyler Klein on the court.
That's kind of when they made their run back last time, too.
Skalski. Brandt, shot fake for three. Oh, in and out again. Rebound. Beauchamp. Oh, return to sender. Blocked from behind. And then saved by Carter England.
England was just waiting for it. He was just in the weeds behind him.
Klein lob down low. England amongst some traffic. Scored it.
I like the strength of Carter England, Todd. He's a really good finisher inside. He gathers and goes up strong off both feet.
Brandt through the defense. Blocked at the rim by Carter England. On the way in, Kyler Klein got him.
You look at these rims. They are really soft. Almost maybe too soft because a couple of those threes I thought were already down, and that's what shows how soft. When you can drill one in the front of the rim and it goes over.
16-point lead on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Brandt makes it a 15-point lead as he swishes that. Minor off the game. We'll have our player of the game brought to you by Sport Clips. The home of the MVP haircut experience. Sport Clips brings you tonight's game MVP. Shiloh by 15. They post up Wonzik. The big fella turns left shoulder. Right-hand jump hook. Good.
Well, that's a good move. He looked to his right, over his right shoulder initially. Could he drop step? Well, he was overplayed to that baseline, so he wheeled to the middle with the jump hook.
Here's the versatility of Carter England, too. Now he's guarding Skalski on the perimeter, and is good enough to do that. Skalski gets a screen. Tries to cross over against Caden England. Backs his way in, steps through, shot up. Nope, but he got hit on the side of the head.
Crafty. Nice jump stop inside. Use that left pivot foot to kind of rotate around. Draw the foul from Caden England.
Oh, they got his brother, Carter.
Oh, was it Carter that got it?
I think Carter England said, I got no fouls here in the first half, so I'm going to block every shot within a 5-foot radius of me in the second half.
I was thinking they had called Carter or Caden from behind as he was the one guarding him.
Isaac Herringer back on, the 6'5 senior, along with Atticus Wilkinson, the 6'3 sophomore.
How about him and his brother William and Atticus playing center and guard on the football field? Not bad. 6'4", 6'5", and these guys are pretty thick.
Trapper Skalski made both those free throws. And get a little nickel and dimer on the way in there. Taryn Larson's going to pick up his third.
The crowd's been pretty quiet today, too. I'm surprised because it's a nice crowd.
Yeah, it's filled in nice, real nice here at Leach Gymnasium.
So what's the Leach?
Tom and Francis Leach.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yep, I know them. At least I know their foundation.
Yep. Herringer, left side for three. Looks good. Ooh, just short. Weak side rebound, Beauchamp. Here comes the Beulah Miners. Down by 15 is Beulah. Handoff Skalski. Kick out Larson. Step in, 17-footer off the iron, no good. Rebound Beauchamp. Hesitation, kept his bounce alive. Skalski has it. Attacks, floater is good. And a count it.
Well, I like the move by Skalski. Came all the way around the defense from the right block up past the free throw line, went down the other side. Was not going to get all the way to Carter England, I can tell you that, as he shot the runner from about 6 feet.
Chance for an and one for Skalski as that fouls. A little body contact at the end of the play by Atticus Wilkinson. Skalski has the old-fashioned three-point play.
We didn't say much about athletes in terms of this kid. He's going to Jamestown College for baseball. 2-time All-State linebacker for football. I mean, All-State in baseball, first team.
Wilkinson sets a screen for Herringer off the left elbow, missed it. Down to a 12-point lead. Brandt off a screen in the corner. Beauchamp for three. No. Couldn't knock down that lefty sniper there. Trace Beauchamp. Had some fans
already standing up, calling that one just to the right of us.
Baker up top, England. Carter's going to stop and pop. Yes, nice play, 15-footer.
Yeah, passed on the 22-footer from the top of the key TD, but 2 hard dribbles to that right side on that right elbow. Nobody picked him up. He showed his range.
14-point lead. Brandt slipping through. Might have got hit there. No call, and it's saved nicely by Shiloh Christian. Baker on the attack. Baker coast to coast. Missed a shot. Rebound. Skalski clears. Here comes Brandt. Headman pass. Sloan lets the defense go by. Beauchamp. Extra pass. Brandt for three. Got it.
Like to see it going if you're Beulah. That's first one, and that was a ring around the rosy there, but good job of that fast break, finding him open.
Hub International Insurance, short time out on the court. You can call them today for all your personal and business insurance needs. 1:37 to play, third quarter. BNC Bank scoreboard, it's Shiloh 48 and Beulah 37.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Yeah, I think you're onto something here, Chuck Clairmont, as Beulah has a hard time starting the first 2-3 minutes of the halves.
Hey, when I hunted with friends and they had dogs that we'd let them out about a mile, let them run, get a little tired, and then they could perform. And I don't know what that means here with the opposite, because they got to kind of get going a little faster. Got to figure it out.
90 seconds to play here in the third quarter. 11-point lead for Shiloh. Herringer comes to Blotsky. Now 28-foot line right side to Baker. Bahi sets it there. England, extra pass Herringer. Screen and roll taken away. Trey Brandt with a steal. Now he wants to go up and score it. And one. The left-handed finish.
Boy, I love that he did there, Todd. His head was up the entire way. He was looking right, looking left to say, who's coming to my right? Which, is it a defender? Is it a guy I can drop it down to? And then he found an opening along that left side of the lane and just attacked it.
Brandt will search here for the and one, and he's got it. Another 20-point ball game for Trey Brandt.
At 23 right now.
Down to an 8-point lead. Baker wants to go against Sloan. Ooh, almost a turnover. That's good hands there by Blotsky just to save that. Baker on the left wing gets a screen there from Wonzik. Pick and pop. Wonzik drives now right to the rim. Nice play.
Good game. Great ball fake. When you hit a couple threes, they come out on you, and then he showed the little blow by.
Yep.
Not quite as fast as Brandt, but it was just as effective.
Brandt comes to Sloan. Rejects a screen. Fires a pass. Beauchamp in the corner. 3-ball. No, short. Carter England high for a rebound. And Shiloh is going to maybe play for Last shot of the quarter here. Nope, they try a sideline fast break, and it's slipped out of bounds. Last touch there by Trey Brandt. Trey Brandt doesn't come off the floor too much either.
No, not at all.
I don't think they can.
Not unless they make him bleed.
I don't think they can. I don't think they can afford to. Yep, he got his rest.
Yeah.
Baker with 10 to play in the quarter. Baker, corner three ball, Wonzik, in and out. Oh, and out again. Rebound, Koppel Sloan, and that's the way the third quarter will go into the books. 9-point lead at halftime turns into a 10-point lead for Shiloh Christian at the end of 3. 3 quarters in the books. Fourth quarter is next on the PSP Network. BNC Bank scoreboard at Shiloh 50 and Beulah Miners 40. Back after this break on the PSP Network.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by BNC National Bank, Planning Team Financial, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, Bismarck LASIK, First Western Bank and Trust, Jobbers Moving and Storage, The Medicine Shop, Hub International Insurance, The Chuppy Clinic, and Prairie Rose Family Dentists.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust.
Like our convenient online banking.
Along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Just starting the fourth quarter of play, Beulah has possession. Brandt, double team, comes cross court. Hedich for 3. No. Rebound. Foul is going to be called there on Beulah's Trapper Skolsky. First foul on Trapper. I can tell you that tonight's game brought to you by Chuppy Clinic of Bismarck. Find them online at chuppy.com. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by the Medicine Shop of Bismarck. They're proud to support local athletes at the Medicine Shop. Skip in the corner, Wonzik, and he drugged the pivot foot.
Well, here's the thing. When you got 15s, pretty easy to see if you drug the pivot foot. And they're pink. And you got a little pink and light blue on them, TD.
Yeah, there's nowhere to run or hide there.
That's why, like, when you were an offensive lineman, you wore the colored gloves that fit the jersey. You know, you got to wear shoes that maybe, blend into the floor.
Trey Brandt wants to cross over. Lost the handle, almost traveled. Koppel Sloan. Backdoor Brandt. Tries to scoop it. Blocked by Carter England. Skolsky has it, 10 to shoot. 3 for Hedich. No, short. Oh, there's a steal by Trey Brandt. He's going to go up, hang, and score.
Just hung around like that hockey player in the front of the zone. Just kind of waited and then stole it away, went high in the air, and nice finish back the other side.
Oh, now Brandt has another steal. Now he wants to go one-on-one. Up off the rim, no good. Rebound, Kyler Klein. Fast break, England, tic-tac-toe. There's Wonzik. Oh, he missed the flush.
I was watching the warm-ups. It isn't that he didn't get over the rim. I think he tried to pull it down a little hard.
Brandt thought about it. Larson shovels at Skolsky. Oh, and he shuffles the puppies. Just when Beulah gets it down to 8, trying to make it a couple-score game, cut it to 6, and they turn it over.
I mean, it was the right decision. Just could not keep that. Oh, Emily wants to share a photo with me. I don't think she was trying here, TD. my airdrop. It's like, wait a minute, who's Nick? Is Nick texting me saying, I can't hear you? Be quiet.
And Shiloh Christian wants a timeout. A Hub International Insurance timeout. Call 355-3100. Ask for Michael Borman for your commercial insurance needs. We break 6:01 to play in the contest. BNC Bank scoreboard at Shiloh 50, Beulah 42. Back with the final 6:01 after this timeout on the PSP Network. We have John Haugen running the camera for us tonight. Todd Darmreich, Chuck Clairmont. Back at Shiloh. Leach Gymnasium as Wonzik plays in the handoff game with Baker. Shiloh Christian with the basketball. Baker, nice pass. Head and shoulder fake. Wonzik layup good. This is a nice second half here for Jay Wonzik.
Yeah, and give credit to Bahi Baker, who turned the corner, and he had to have Anderson or Larson come over and help out, and then just a nice dump over in the finish by Wonzik.
10-point lead again for Beulah. Check that for Shiloh. Beulah with possession. Brandt, that's a deep three. Ooh, yes!
And when he finishes, he kind of fades away even from 3-point, Todd. He fades to his left, and he hit one in that same spot. I got a feeling he's going to make a few more.
Wonzik, no double team. Banging into Larson. Shot missed, no good. Rebound to Beulah. Down to a 7-point game. But you better find Brandt early now, because after you hit one like that, there might be another one going up here. Beulah sets the offense with Larson top of the key. Handoff Hedich. Skulski on the left wing. Looks for a posting up Trey Brandt. Going to work his way in, fade, and he got hit on a pass off.
You know, he reminds me of is Bart Manson. Similar, I mean, Ross was a different player, but Bart had that very similar way, the way he shot. I mean, he was always leaning to his left a little bit, had that great quick first step.
Carter England got whistled for the foul. That should have been a bonus, because that.
No, he passed it.
Yeah, but it should be a bonus, right? But they called it 2 shots.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that was I think it was a misstep
Well, they
there.
just knew he was going to make it.
Yeah. Well, he made 2 more. Well, that's a 7-2 run for Trey Brandt here in the fourth quarter, and it's a 5-point game.
For Trey Brandt, like that.
He's got all 7.
He does.
Double team at the timeline. Baker wants to go around Sloan. Fading is Baker. Rebound, Wonzik. Yes!
Great position by Wonzik. And there's the good, strong move in the finish in front of Taryn Larson. Wonzik 16-13 in the second half.
Yeah, he has come alive. 7-point lead for Shiloh. Skulski, left wing Larson. Back to Trapper. Stops, pops, 18-footer, yep.
Yeah, just got Klein to just off him a little bit on that hesitation move. He squared up, showed his range from 17.
Back to a 5-point game. This is both as close as Beulah's been in a long time. England, he got deep, but he missed it. And then Carter England just picked up his 4th personal.
Well, Carter England, the way he jumps, he doesn't have to worry about one guy on the floor blocking his shot. And I think he was kind of hesitated just a little bit too much on that one, Todd, where, man, he could have just caught it and went right up. I mean, it's like the 6-foot and under tournament right now. I guess Taryn Larson, he's sitting at 6'3", but Larson wasn't even anywhere near him.
I might, if I'm Coach Miller, I might give Carter England about a 30-second break here, just to.
I agree.
Just to kind of chill a little bit, and as it's 10 team fouls on Shiloh, so Trapper Skulski buries a 3. Boy, this reminds me a little bit about Beulah. They played rugby when they didn't have Trapper Skulski. They were down the whole game and somehow forced it into overtime, then won the game in OT. This is a game that seemingly has had a feel that Shiloh's been in control the whole night.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now you look and it's a 4-point contest. And Beulah's done their damage here in the fourth quarter from the free throw line and the third quarter. They look for a posting up Carter England. They get it in there. England wants to go. Strong to the rim. Missed it. Wonzik had a hand on a rebound, and it's off of Beulah.
Boy, got himself in great position again there, Todd. He's looking, just watch him right now. He's kind of looking, shaking his head a little bit, and just take a deep breath. Son, you'll be fine.
54-50 on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. 3:16 to play. Not quite in the pressure cooker yet, but it's getting close. Post up England. Inside out, Caden England weaving through traffic, missed it. Wonzik, another rebound. Yeah! A man amongst boys, Jay Wonzik.
And then I appreciate what he did there too. Made the strong move again, got himself in a great rebound position. Made the basket, got fouled. He just turned, walked to the free throw line.
Absolutely. Like he's
all day, baby.
Like he's done that 1,000 times.
Yep. Boy, he is playing a heck of a game right now, and He's really the guy shining right now for the Skyhawks.
6-point lead for Shiloh, make it 7. Huge second half for Jay Wonzik, the junior.
19 in the game, 16 in the second half.
3 minutes to play, 7-point game, 57-50. Shiloh on top. Vigasaw has it high right side. Now to Brandt. Drives baseline. Shovels it to Copplesloan for 3. Yep.
That's the spot, TD. The underhand dish from Brandt. The quick trigger release three-pointer for Copplesloan.
The 5'10 junior Copplesloan makes it a 4-point game. Kyler Klein on the right wing. Looks for a posting up Carter England. Instead comes up top Caden England. Baker from the left wing. High-low. They got it down low. Wonzik again, and he got belted. That's Champ Hedich coming from the weak side. And, you know, you almost have to do that because when they throw it that kind of successful high-low there, Wonzik's going to catch that at point-blank range and score it.
Well, and the issue is you got a 6'7" and a 6'6", and somebody that's 6 foot's guarding him.
Yep.
So you got to front him. And when you do that, he has got himself in great position, and he's strong. He pushes you up on the block, so he's got space between him and the basket for the high-low entry.
Well, and especially with Taryn Larson out of the game now, Beulah's playing a little small ball as Jay Wonzik buries them both.
5 for 5 from the free throw line.
59-53 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. 2:10 to play. Copplesloan tries a baseline drive, back to Brandt. Thinks about a 3, steps right, and reach-in foul on Kyler Klein.
I watch him, TD. When he shoots a 3, he loves going to his left, and he wanted to kind of snap back to his left and shoot that, and it's a little reach-in by Klein.
I thought what he was going to do there was, Klein had that hand in there, kind of do like the Kevin Durant and just sweep through and go up and get the 3-point. Sometimes they don't call that, though, so that's dangerous as Brandt uncharacteristically misses a free throw there. Second one, got that one. Substitution on. Taryn Larson back on. He might get a little offense-defensive here for Beulah.
Brandt's 13 of 15 from the free throw line.
Yeah. Baker. Caden England sets and hits from downtown.
And that just shows confidence. The freshman, TD, late in the game, hitting a big 3 from the left wing.
Kyler Klein, a little bump foul on the way in. Going to be his 4th. Huge shot there for Caden England.
He's got 6 points. Hasn't scored in the second and third quarters. Just had an and 1 in the first quarter.
Free throw for Brandt is good. Yeah, sometimes those freshmen, they don't know any better. Like, they don't even know the pressure or the, like, is this a good shot or a bad shot? They're just kind of like, I'm just going to take it. Who cares?
Well, he sure reacted like you knew it was a big shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it was a game winner.
Crunch time delivery. Brandt gets them both. 15 for 17 now, if my crack math is right.
33 points is season high. Last year he had 46 in one game.
Baker, England. Now to Carter England. Back to Caden England. Now up top to Baker. Kyler Klein on the left wing. He'll crank for 3. No, airballed it. Rebound, Trey Brandt. 6-point game. Here come the Miners. Trey Brandt weaving, spinning, fading. Tough shot. Missed it. Rebound, Kyler Klein. That was good defense there by the Skyhawks. Caden England gives it back to Kyler Klein. And over the timeline, and the Skyhawks take timeout. Hubbard National Insurance timeout. Contact your local Hub agents, Leif Olson, Josh Cattell, for your personal insurance needs. Timeout on the floor. 1:06 to play on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. It is Shiloh 62, Beulah 56.
Thanks for calling Supreme.
Shiloh got a good defensive stop there. Forced a fading Trey Brandt to miss, and now with 1:06 to play, Shiloh triggers it in. Brandt with a little riding time there, and now Mabahi Baker to Herringer, now back to Caden England. Down to 10 to shoot. Shiloh Christian comes up top. And you're going to get a hand check with 7 on the shot clock.
Well, they were that was tough defense for the entire 28 seconds of that piece, TD. That seemed like one of those ticky-tack ones that the officials were not going to call up to this at this point.
Carter England will be shooting a bonus.
I'd have stayed off him.
2 for 2 on the line tonight is Carter England. The 6'7" senior. Free throw up, short. 6-point game. It stays a 6-point game. 45 seconds to play. Pick and pop, Skalski, no. Rebound, Beauchamp. And a quick timeout. The Beulah Miners get a basket from Beauchamp.
Everybody was running at Brandt and Skalski with that three-point attempt, and nobody was around Beauchamp, the lefty inside.
We'll keep it right here with 36 seconds to play. Stay tuned. Our planning team financial advisors post-game show comes up next. Miner tomorrow will be on the air again on the PSP Network. Minot at Williston basketball. And you also got Minot against Dickinson in girls hockey. Doubleheader tomorrow on the PSP Network. And then on Monday, we're back on the air, Class B boys basketball. Wilton Wing Miners hosting the Center Stanton Wildcats. That'll be a Monday night game. 62-58 here. Shiloh has led throughout. They jumped out to a 19-6 lead at the end of the first quarter, and Beulah has trimmed that all the way down to a 4-point game, and I think Shiloh might have to make a couple free throws here.
Yeah, it was 42-24. It was an 18-point lead about midway through the third quarter. So you're talking 34-20.
Carter England will trigger it in. Gets it into Baker, and a quick foul there taken by Jack Koppel-Sloan. It'll be a bonus free throw, just 8 team fouls on the Miners.
So I wonder, as quick as they fouled him, wonder if that was they were trying to foul Mabahi Baker. I'm not sure how Coach Brandt would know what the stats were. We just got ours this morning, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe that's why Coach Miller doesn't want to post anything, so you don't know who to foul.
Baker at the line, big free throw here. Ooh. Knuckleballs it up there, no good.
Just fouled the right guy.
4-point game. Here comes Beulah. Brandt attacking, fading, gives it off to Skalski. Trapper to the free throw line area. Cut off there. Koppel-Sloan for 3. Oh, he hit it!
Brandt, they were all over like a postage stamp. Skalski got in the middle. He had nowhere to go. And guess what? Koppel-Sloan, the junior, said, I got it. I got you guys. Sit down. Settle down.
Hold the phone.
It's 3rd the second half.
Shiloh Christian still is going to have to make a bonus free throw here, Charlie. So, hey, even if Shiloh makes them both, the Miners are going to have a chance. If they can secure a rebound, or even if they make them both, they can make a 3 and send it to overtime. So, hey, you play the foul game, you play the fourth quarter just to almost perfection here for the Beulah Miners.
I mean, if Mabahi Baker is in the backcourt, they're letting him get the basketball. Yeah. They're going to foul him immediately. You called the knuckleball. It's like, oh, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they might have found their guy.
See where he's going to be, if he's going to be and take the ball out of bounds, or.
And if you're Coach Brad Miller, you want to get the ball in his hands. I mean, your senior point guard, got to be able to step to the line and make free throws.
He's got the best handles of anybody in the team.
Shiloh will trigger it in. 20 seconds to play in the game. 62-61. Shiloh leads. Wonzik, and they hug him.
I got to say, I don't get that one. Stay off Baker. Let him get the basketball. He just missed a free throw badly, and they were all over him, and then let the best free throw shooter probably on their tees 5 for 5.
I might have let Baker get the ball.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
don't be on him.
I'm completely with you. Bonus free throw here. Big free throw for the junior Wonzik. It's up, and it rattles in.
6 for 6. And Jay Wonzik.
He has been the story in the second half here for Shiloh.
22 points, 19 in the second half.
Got them both. Clutch. 19 seconds to play. A 3 would send us to overtime.
So they bring Herringer on. He's 6'5", sit down the 6-foot England.
And they got Carter England on Trey Brandt.
They didn't start the clock for about 4 seconds.
Handoff, Brandt, now to Skalski. Little slip of a screen. Brandt, back to Skalski. Back to Brandt, is open for 3. Hello! We're tied!
And he was so wide open, Todd. I mean, great job of not panicking. You know what, moving the basketball around, and somehow he slipped. I don't know if he got a screen or what, but he found himself wide open in that left wing. And I mean, he had time to, you know, check the wind, do whatever. That was nothing but net there.
What have we got going on tonight on the PSP Network? 5 seconds. They gave Shiloh another second or two. They said the timeout was called with 5 on the clock. So 64-64. Shiloh Christian has missed a couple free throws here that opened the door for the Beulah Miners. And boy, the Miners got hot just in time, Chuck, as Koppel Sloan with a big 3. Brandt with a big 3. Koppel Sloan with a couple of them, as a matter of fact, here in the fourth quarter to bring Beulah back.
And it's just basically been Jay Wonzik in this fourth quarter. Caden England hit that 1-3 in the left wing, but outside of him, nobody else has scored other than Jay Wonzik. I mean, Wonzik's 5 for 5 from the free throw line this quarter. Throws 6 more points, 11 points in the quarter alone.
All right, let's see what Brad Miller dials up here. Maybe try to get something to the timeline quickly. Maybe get it to one of your big guys up here. Baker's going to trigger it in, gets it in to Carter England. Back to Baker. Baker slips through the defense, goes up. Oh, he missed it.
Hey, you got the shot you wanted. I mean, good patience. Inbound to England, get it over to Baker. Baker, your best dribbler. It is his best delivery of the weave. Weave in and out of the defense. And then just could not finish, as I thought it was Larson coming over to help out on that.
Bonus basketball tonight on the PSP Network. 3 minutes will be on the clock when we come back. Overtime, check that, 5 minutes will be on the clock when we come back. 64 apiece on your BNC Bank scoreboard. A good one brewing from Shiloh tonight. Back with overtime after this timeout on the PSP Network.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know. Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Purchase 4 eligible Firestone tires and receive up to $120 in a prepaid Visa gift card. Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Well, we thought it was a 3-minute overtime, then we put 5 minutes on there, and then we settled for something right in the middle. A 4-minute overtime.
Beulah was down 18 points midway through the third quarter, 42-24.
Shiloh wins the tip. Kyler Klein almost had it poked away. Baker wants to attack baseline, and Koppel Sloan leaned into him. Well, now fouls become an issue, right? So you got Carter England with 4.
Miners foul on Koppel Sloan, that's his 4th.
Koppel Sloan just picked up his 4th. And Baker will be shooting 2. And that one rattles in.
The knuckleball just hit the front of the rim, rolled around the right side.
Second one for Baker, nothing but nylon. 66-64. Shiloh on top. Beulah has never led in the game. Right?
Nope.
Yep. Brandt attacks. Oh, short on the layup. Good contest by Jay Wonzik. 3:30 to play in overtime. BNC Bank scoreboard. It's Shiloh Christian by 2. Baker, baseline, extra pass. There goes Klein, right to the rim, layup good.
Everybody was spread out, nobody in the middle. No help, just great finish by Kyler Klein.
Beauchamp back. Koppel Sloan, straightaway Larson. Skolsky can't get the basketball. Good job denying him there. Koppel Sloan fires up a forced shot, kept alive, but touched last by Trace Beauchamp.
Well, they came at him hard on the three-point line, forced him to put the ball on the floor, and then just hesitated a little bit too much there in the baseline.
Well, there's another start to a quarter and a half by Shiloh that has been outstanding. Cole Blatsky, Baker, they lob over the top, England. And Beulah was on the end line as Beauchamp came with a double team.
That was a good job of coming from the weak side, though, on that lob pass. Good hustle by Beauchamp, recognizing the lob was coming.
Baker gets it in the corner. Blatsky for 3. Hello!
Cole Blatsky has been non-existent other than a couple free throws, and what a big shot from the baseline on the out-of-bounds play.
Put the senior in there and make a big play. 7-point lead just like that for Shiloh. Brandt hanging, and he got bodied up.
And, you know, just time and time again, start the game, start the half, start the overtime.
Yep.
Like,
hey, the first 2 minutes of everything tonight for Beulah have not been the greatest.
Nope. Good take there by Brandt, though, as they are not letting him shoot any threes.
Blatsky picks up a personal, and it'll send Trey Brandt to the line.
Brandt has 36, 14 in the first half, 22 in the second.
Missed another free throw.
15 of 18.
Second one, also no good.
Wow.
Shiloh scrambling now as Beulah with 2 minutes to play is man-to-man. Kyler Klein driving, shooting, misses a shot. Back comes Brandt with Beulah down by 6. Brandt fading from the left wing, no good. Rebound, Skalski had a hand on it. Extra pass, Brandt steps back, 3, block, return to sender. Now here comes Carter, nice tip, gets it to Wonzik, who throws it to Koppel Sloan. Now Beulah wants to run. Brandt crossing over, Brandt driving, and he turns it over.
Brandt's tired, TD. He's got the tongue hanging out right now.
Yep. 1:30 to play. Baker not tired. Coast to coast.
What a finish by Baker with the left hand.
Beulah has not scored in overtime. 8-0 run here in OT. Brandt double teamed. Skips across court, Koppel Sloan. Skalski is going to pull for 3. No, wide right. Weak side rebound, Jay Wonzik. Gets it off to Carter England. And Shiloh gets a timeout over the timeline. Been all Skyhawks here in overtime. Short timeout on the courts. And we'll break. 52 seconds to play in overtime. Shiloh leads on your BNC Bank scoreboard. 72-64 over Beulah. Back after this timeout on the PSP Network.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
That's been a dandy, just like we predicted it would be.
Okay, so you threw the dandy. In my head, I was thinking Dandy Don, who just passed away recently. Is it too early to say, turn out the lights, the party's over, TD?
That's close.
That timeout might have been really good because Brent was gassed.
Yeah.
He needed oxygen. He's still breathing heavy right now, but I think that 30 seconds may have helped him just a little bit. Yeah, he's still breathing heavy. Looks like me walking up the steps at work.
I think the officials are trying to figure out who's got what left for timeouts. And Carter England triggers it in right in front of us. They get it into Kyler Klein. Now Shiloh Christian is playing keep away. And Trace Beauchamp's going to foul Mabahi Baker. Double fouls throughout for both teams here. It'll be double bonus. 10 fouls on each team.
Sorry, Todd. It almost feels like you had to foul, right? You got to extend the basketball game because ultimately with 35-second shot clock, I mean, they were not going to take a shot unless it was going to be a wide open layup.
Free throw Baker, no good.
Is wide left.
It's been a mixed bag of returns for Mahi Baker at the line here.
9 points for Baker.
Second one, got that one.
This is the offense defense, whether it's Klein, England, or England. Okay, that's weird. He must. Carter England must be. He's got something up with the calf or something.
73-64. Beulah down by 9. Miners get a forced shot on the baseline, and somehow Trey Brandt just hit a running one-handed running mare.
The degree of difficulty was about a 12 on that one, Todd, as he went back door and he had 2 Beulah Miners all over him. That was a wing and a prayer.
Yeah. I tell you what, he looks gassed.
Yeah,
he looks spent. Yeah, he has laid it all out there trying to just kind of will his team to a victory tonight on the home floor of the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks. Timeout on the floor. Hub International brings you this timeout. They're located on Boulder Ridge Road in North Bismarck. Bring you timeouts on all of our PSP network broadcasts. Minor after the game, we'll have our planning team financial advisors post-game show. We'll give you our player of the game and our move of the game in that planning team financial advisors post-game show. Final numbers and a word from the victorious head coach, and we'll highlight player as well. As it looks like Shiloh's going to win this one. They're up 7 with 33 seconds to play. It'll be Shiloh Christian basketball. Carter England will trigger it in. England looks for the baseball pass. Gets it into Jay Wonzik. And now a quick foul. As be Jay Wonzik at the line. Fouls on Trey Brandt.
Wonzik going to the line.
Wonzik, 23 points, 20 in the second half, has not missed a free throw yet tonight. Hopefully I didn't jinx him.
7 for 7 from the stripe, if I see that right?
You got that.
Jay Wonzik got another one.
Said never fear.
Got a good game for you next Tuesday on the PSP Network as number 1 versus number 2. Minot comes to Century High School to take on the Patriots in a boys WBA basketball matchup.
As a hanger in for the Skyhawks.
Jay Wonzik, ice water in his veins, buries both free throws, and he's done that a few times tonight. Here comes Beulah. Half a minute to play. Brandt gets a high screen. Pick and pop. Skalski for 3. Nope, that was short. Rebound. Kyler Klein went and got it. And you got to reach in from behind on Champ Hedich. And now the Skyhawk faithful take a little breath and a sigh of relief as they gave away a lead, but the Skyhawks are going to find a way to win.
I think it's going to take me about a half hour to get down from here, TD.
Yeah,
so
I'll start my. I'll close her out.
I'm
You're going to take that
with
me?
me.
Okay, yep. As Kyler Klein long on the free throw. And Kyler gets the second one. 10-point lead for Shiloh. Brandt crosses over right to the rim, layup good.
Brandt in the lane.
2 more for Trey Brandt. We're down to 5 seconds. Doesn't look like Beulah's going to foul. And this one is going to go final.
That's the final. Minor 68, Skyhawks 76.
Final score on your BNC Bank scoreboard in overtime. Shiloh Christian over Beulah, your final score, 76-68. Tied at 64, we go to overtime, and Shiloh promptly outscores the Beulah Miners in overtime, 12-4. Hard-fought win for the Skyhawks. Get a word with head coach Brad Miller. Player interview. As we welcome you to our Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show. You're helping clients work towards financial freedom at the Planning Team Financial Advisors. Chuck Scott head coach Brad Miller.
Get that pretty mug of yours in the camera.
All right, let's
All right, thanks, Todd. Hey, you knew tonight, I know you had to lead it to 18 points, but probably in your mind as a coach, you knew Beulah was coming back.
Well, absolutely. We've watched some games of Beulah playing out, mine out, watched a couple tapes of them. And particularly Trey Brandt is a heck of a player. He's one of the top players in the state. We know he was going to be taking a lot of the shots in the fourth quarter. So no lead is safe with him on the floor.
And for you guys, as a coach, you got to love the kids stepping up. The freshman hits a huge ice in his veins three. You had, Blotsky hadn't hit a shot all day. He hits a three in overtime. I mean, lots of different kids stepping up.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And we had some good defense. The guys that drew Trey Brandt, that was a tough assignment. They had a little bit of trouble with our bigs inside. Carter in the first half and Jay in the second half. So that was probably our advantage. I was really happy with our kids that we came back in the overtime after giving up the lead. We missed some front end of bonuses down the stretch there in the regulation. That hurt us. So we will be practicing free throws in practice.
Yeah, but to see Baker, he misses the shot at the end of the game, missed a couple free throws in that fourth quarter, but ultimately to come back in the overtime, make some free throws, make some big shots. I mean, that's a leader.
Yeah, absolutely. He does a nice job for us. We got to be happy with our kids tonight.
And one thing I like too, the bigs, they like passing to each other, the high-low stuff. They really work well together.
Well, I tell the bigs every year, I said, when you guys get the ball, you got to take care of your buddy because the guards aren't going to take care of you.
That's good. We know that as bigs, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
All right, that's a great win, Coach. Congratulations. Good luck the rest of the year.
Yeah, thanks, Chuck.
All right, where's he at here? TD will wait. He's getting interviewed by somebody. We'll have him step in. Come on in. Great job. We're in the camera up here, so let's get there. Hey, what a great second half. And what I was most impressed is, to me, under control the entire time. You don't get too excited. You make a basket, some big baskets, you turn, you walk to the free throw line. Just talk about your mindset in the game.
I mean, you always got to be calm. You got to practice, and you just got to have the mindset to just be calm the entire time, under pressure, at the start of the game, whenever. You just got to be calm.
For you, free throws, you made all your free throws. It looked like you wanted the basketball at the end of the game. I mean, when they were pressing, it was, hey, get me the basketball, and you delivered.
Yeah, I mean, I work on free throws a lot. So, I mean, I'm glad the coaches have confidence in me. I'm glad I could knock them down tonight.
Going into overtime, you guys gave up an 18-point lead in the third quarter. Did you have any doubts where you guys were going to be? The momentum was on their side.
Obviously, I was a little nervous, but I knew we could pull it together. We had some other guys hit some big shots, which helped us get the lead back up. And Trey hit a big shot at the end of the buzzer. So, shout out to him. But we got it done in overtime. So.
And one thing, too, I talked to your coach about this, the bigs. You and Carter England work really well together. A lot of high-low stuff, a lot of interact and switching and things like that. And pretty tough duo.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun when you get to work it around like that. Having a good player like him to help move the ball, get you open, it just works out well.
Great win. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, TD. That was Wonzik, and tremendous effort for him tonight, and even calm in the interview, right? Just like he was during the game today.
Yeah, we said ice water in his veins, and he's cool as a cucumber when he's on getting interviewed here on the PSP network. Oh, that was fun as Shiloh Christian wins that one in overtime in a thriller tonight on the PSP network. Our Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show rolls on after this timeout. A final score on your BNC National Bank scoreboard in overtime. It is Shiloh Christian 76 and the Beulah Miners 68. Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show rolls on after this timeout on the PSP network.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP network is brought to you by BNC National Bank, Planning Team Financial, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, Bismarck LASIK, First Western Bank and Trust, Jobbers Moving and Storage, The Medicine Shop, Hub International Insurance, The Chuppy Clinic, and Prairie Rose Family Dentists.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
Like our convenient online banking.
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zzz?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Leach Gymnasium at Shiloh Christian is still buzzing, folks, as nobody wants to leave after that one, as Shiloh Christian improves to 6-2 on the season with a fine 76-68 victory over the Beulah Miners. Beulah will fall to 4-4 on the season, but I mean, you look at Beulah and you say, okay, well, the losses are to Four Winds, Minnewacan, Enderlin, and now Shiloh and Hazen. That's four good teams that they have played in a little murderer's row here. As we're back in our Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show, looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession. Planning Team Financial Advisors here to help you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online at planningteam.com. All right, Chuck, first thing to do here on our Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show is let's dig into the numbers as Shiloh wins by 8 in overtime.
All right, first for the Miners, as there's 68 points, 40 of them were by Trey Brandt. He had 26 in the second half. He had 19 free throws, 15 of 19 from the free throw line. He hit just 3 threes. They were really overplaying him, but great game by Trey Brandt, but it wasn't enough, and he didn't get enough help from the other guys. Trapper Skolsky, he had 12 points, 8 in the second half, 9 for Jack Koppel-Sloan. He had 3 big threes, one really big late in that basketball game, 6 points for Trey Beauchamp, and then Champ Hedich was 1 for 2 from the free throw line for his only point. So Brandt, 40 of 68 for the Beulah Miners. For the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks, a little more balanced scoring. 3 guys in double figures led by Jay Wonzik. What a second half in overtime as he had 22, did not miss a free throw. He was 9 for 9. That's money right there for the big guy. He had 2 threes in the basketball game to go along with 5 field goals and then 9 for 9. Finishes with 25 points, the 6'6 junior. Carter England, he had 16 points, did not score in the fourth quarter. Looked like he had some cramps going on, I think, Todd, as he was kind of coming out late on the defensive side late in that game. But he had 16 points. He was had 10 in the first half. 12 for Mabahi Baker, as he had 5 points in overtime, led him in overtime, as after he missed that shot to basically win at the buzzer, he came up big in overtime with 5 points, finishes with 12. 7 for Cole Blotsky, big 3 in overtime. Caden England had 6, a big 3 at the end of late in the fourth quarter. And then Isaac Herner just a 3 kind of early in the basketball game. And Kyler Klein, he had 7. So 25 for Wonzik, 16 for Carter England, and 12 for Mabahi Baker. That made up their 76. It was 19-6 out of the gate for Shiloh. They were up 13. Actually, they were up 16. It was 22-6 at one point, and then finally somebody woke up the Beulah Miners. They brought it back to 31-22 at half. Then they got down 18 early in the third quarter, 42-24. Somebody woke them up a little bit. Then it was 50-40 at the end of 3 quarters, and they were still down by 7 points late in the game, and then they turned it up, scored a bunch of points down the road, led by Trey Brandt. They outscored Shiloh 24-14 in the fourth quarter. Got a big 3 by Brandt at the end of the overtime or end of regulation to tie it, but the gas was gone. No gas left in the tank. They were running on fumes, and Trey Brandt he had 4 points in overtime, but they got outscored initially in overtime. It was 64-64 at the end of regulation, and then it was the first 9 points of overtime were scored by Shiloh, and it was too little too late for the Beulah Miners as they end up losing to Shiloh 76-68.
A couple things that I want to dig into there. Obviously, when one team has to come from that far back, Chuck, you expend a lot of energy, and you saw that a little bit in overtime with the Beulah Miners. But the other thing I want to ask you about is, hey, when Shiloh Christian gets 2 made free throws from Jay Wonzik, and there's 15 seconds left in the game, and Beulah's got to come down and make a 3 to send it to overtime, would you ever consider fouling in that situation? Because you've got big guys that can get a defensive rebound, and obviously Shiloh went and tried to play defense, and Trey Brandt on a scramble play knocks down a 3 to send it to overtime.
Well, hindsight is, you probably should have fouled somebody because he hit that 3, but ultimately you surely weren't going to foul him. But that's a tough call as a coach. You know what? I'd rather see teams win it, not at the free throw line, because I'm kind of one of those old school guys that say, let's just play. If we can play tough defense, let's just do it. But I don't know what the when you start, Moneyball type thing, saying what are the numbers, what do the percentages tell you? And I think it does tell you that maybe you should foul, put him to the line, make him make 3 free throws. But or you got to make one and try to miss and get a rebound. It's probably unlikely, but nonetheless, a nice win tonight for Shiloh Christian. Couple things to take care of yet on our Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show as they're helping clients work towards financial freedom at the Planning Team Financial Advisors. First up, Chuck, it's our move of the game. Brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage, where they can help you move across town or across the country. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Our move of the game tonight is? Well, it's a 2:05 mark of the second quarter. At half court, Carter England got a tip steal, and he went in for the thunderous two-handed jam. That was big. That was in the second quarter, and there were some big shots. The Carter England 3 that he hit, not Carter, Caden England 3 he hit, to me that was a really big one too. But that one, it's pretty hard not to give a guy in a dunk like that, and that was. We've got some impressive dunks that we've seen lately. We've got Xander Elbers. We got Double D. Derek Dissett for Minot. And,
we had William Ware early on. Had a big two-hander. I had Chai Rowe from Standing Rock.
Eagle Staff.
It's been
Bismarck High. So
one thing after another.
Dunking isn't quite as impressive it's more impressive, but where it used to be is you get one dunk, it was something, and now these guys they're working on what their windmills as this set talked about for Minot.
They're becoming such commonplace. We're going to have to make a made 15-footer is going to be our move of the game pretty soon.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, congratulations there, Carter England, the 6'7" senior with a big two-handed flush in the first half. That's your Jobbers move of the game. Jobbers moves at the speed of light as they don't ever lose sight of the big picture. They got a comprehensive step-by-step approach to move management. They make sure that every step of your move is taken care of along the way. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. A reminder, we got action tomorrow on the PSP Network. Minot at Williston. It's a basketball contest. Or Minot versus Williston, and then Minot against Dickinson in girls hockey. Monday, we're back on the air with Class B boys basketball, Center Stanton at Wilton Wing, and then a big day of action on Tuesday on the PSP Network. 3 live streaming events. You'll have Legacy at Minot in hockey. That's boys hockey on Tuesday. And then a doubleheader, a home and away contest between the Patriots and the Minot Magicians. Century at Minot in girls basketball and Minot at Century in boys basketball on Tuesday night on the PSP Network. All right, Chuck, last thing to do here in our postgame show is to give you our player of the game, brought to you by Sport Clips. They bring you the MVP of this matchup. They're located at South 3rd Street in Bismarck, and tonight's Sport Clips MVP is?
Well, to me, it's pretty much hands down 5-star for Jay Wonzik. quiet first half with 3 points, but boy, he just came on strong. I mean, inside, outside, free throw line, he did it all for the Shiloh Christian Skyhawks. 22 points in the second half, including 9 for 9 from the free throw line, did not miss a free throw, and a lot of money ones down the stretch. So to me, Jay Wonzik is our Sport Clips MVP of the game.
Yeah, I mean, and especially that he did most of that damage in the second half.
Yep.
That's a crunch time player, and that's exactly what we look for when we give you the Sport Clips MVP of the game. You can go for their MVP haircut experience at Sport Clips. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP. Sport Clips located at 411 South 3rd Street in Bismarck. Congratulations, the 6'6" junior Jay Wonzik is your Sport Clips MVP of the contest. All right, that'll put a wrap on our Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show. Thanks to the folks at Planning Team Financial Advisor for bringing you our post-game. Thanks to BNC National Bank for getting our scoreboard taken care of tonight. Hub International Insurance brings you our timeouts. Our in-game sponsors, the Medicine Shop of Bismarck, Tires Plus of North Dakota, Chuppy Clinic of Bismarck, and again, the post-game show brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors, our player of the game brought to you by Sport Clips, and our move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Next action for us, again, doubleheader tomorrow. Minot and Williston in basketball, and Minot and Dickinson in a girls hockey matchup on Monday. You got Center Stanton at Wilton Wing, Tuesday Legacy at Minot Hockey, and also on Tuesday, Century at Minot in girls basketball, Minot at Century in boys basketball. Put a wrap on our broadcast tonight. Hey, tip of the cap tonight to a couple folks. One, our producer tonight was Nick Holberg back in the flagship studios of PSP. And then also John Haugen just did a fantastic job running the camera for us tonight here at Shiloh Christian. For my partner Chuck Clairmont, Todd Domery's repeating your final score. Shiloh Christian moves to 6-2 on the season with a 76-68 victory over the Beulah Miners in overtime. Bonus basketball tonight for you on the PSP Network. Thanks for joining us, fans, and until next time, so long from Leach Gymnasium at Shiloh Christian in Bismarck.
This broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by BNC National Bank, Planning Team Financial, Sport Clips, Tires Plus, Bismarck LASIK, First Western Bank and Trust, Jobbers Moving and Storage, The Medicine Shop, Hub International Insurance, The Chuppy Clinic, and Prairie Rose Family Dentists.
Comes back away down to Oproot, and Oproot sends it forward to Luck. Luck's got a 2-on-1 into the zone. Luck dropped it back. Morellington shoots. Scores! Oh, what a twisted wrister from Morellington.